Alright, so today, guys, I want to share a dream with you, a passion, right? I want to share with you a journey, right? But before I can show you where I want to be, I got to show you how it came to be, right? I got to show you the conception of this. So I'm going to take you back. So this whole thing is going to be basically a time in my life where I was working at, you know, uh, the big box gyms, right? Being a personal trainer. And anybody knows that you don't get paid, jack pretty much when you start out. Even if you do, you have to have so many clients, just to make it. But for so many of us, we share this passion that we want to help people, and you say, what's the next step? Where do I go from here? So I started pursuing, like I said, college in some of my other videos. You guys know I'm in college if you've been watching all my videos, and that's not stopping anytime soon. Because the passion is an addiction, and the addiction just keeps growing and growing. But let's not get off point. What I want to show you is the birth of Iron Cross training, where it came from. Alright, so I'm taking you back. Like I said, a lot of the reasons where I was I was training people in their homes after I had given up on this big box gym theory. Because it didn't, it doesn't appeal to me. The whole idea didn't appeal to me. I had clients after clients that wouldn't, show up. You know, uh, there's no accountability. There was a lot of just weaknesses in the design. So I said, what if I take away all these weaknesses and I bring you the best possible model that I can deliver, right? What if I show up in your face regardless? So you better be ready, right? You better be ready to work out because I'm coming. I don't care if it's a tornado. I don't care if it's snowing. I mean, I've proven this. I drove one time to a client's home and I got stuck in the driveway. And while their neighbor dug me out, we had our session. So, you know, uh, my past clients can vouch for me how serious I am, because I really believe that if you're going to, dedicate yourself to a goal and you're serious, don't give up on it. And that's, like I said, that's what this is about. Okay, because this was one of the challenges I faced in life is, trying to figure out what my career was going to be. I really loved training people. I mean, I love it, right? It's like inside me. You know what I'm talking about. It's like deep inside. I just enjoy it so much. It's so gratifying to watch somebody overcoming challenges or learning, or, something that you said has an impact on their lives. I mean, this is an amazing, gift to be able to be a part of, right? So it's like I have this like God-given ability, right, to translate information and passion and motivation, but I have the wrong, place or environment. It's not cultivating. It's not allowing me to grow. So getting with that, like I said, I started going to college, right? College became, a little bit more than the community college. I started going to university, started really pursuing that, and it came to a point where I was like, I can't work out anymore at the gym. It's just too time consuming. So what am I gonna do? So I started tearing up my garage. Like I said, I had been training people in their homes, and I started getting this idea maybe I want to try and get a place or something like that. But then I'm looking at leasing things and like that, and I'm like, this don't look like an option I want. Right now. It's just too much to do. Build a business while going to college, blah blah blah, whatever. So I had this garage, and back when I first started working out, you know, I uh, I didn't work out in the gym. I actually worked out in my garage because I was very sickly. I'll put some pictures up, maybe. Maybe one day I'll share them with you of how sickly I really was. I did not have good nutrition. I suffered tremendously from asthma, and just was very frail. It's amazing I'm actually here now to tell you about these things. But anyways, so I started training in my garage, well, actually it was in the basement if you want to get to technical, in the basement, right? And I got a York rack. My mom bought one for me because I begged her and begged her and begged her. I said, I got to change my body. I got to get stronger. If I don't do something, there's going to be problems. And she agreed, and she got me this York rack that could hold like 600 pounds. So they were like, if you could ever, go past this with your weight limits, God bless you. So that lasted a while. So I put that thing in the basement, and then no, real quick. Actually, it started in the attic, but my mom was worried that the ceiling was going to break because I bought my 300-pound set. Okay, so then it went to the basement. Then it went to the garage, right? So I had a room in the garage. There's a little room in the garage. Used to work out in there, right? Walking through the freaking snow barefoot because I was like, I have to, build mental toughness and blah, blah, blah. I've got to overcome these weaknesses. So I was a little bit nuts. I was in some martial arts then, and they were getting into some, I don't know, metaphysical properties. You know how it is with that mind, body, and discipline and different things. So that was, I think it was good for me. A lot of people may think that was bad, but I thought that was excellent in giving me a structure and understanding of what can be achieved if you believe it. So, anyways, started working out in my garage, right? Finally got to the place where I felt, I was putting on some muscle, gaining some weight. And then I actually joined a gym, which was above a martial arts studio, some kung fu place. And it was old school. At that time, it was still like Gold's Gym. It was even though it was up, like I said, second floor, had all the old machines, weights, chalk, dirty, you know, bunch of muscle heads running around, they were serious. So I started learning my craft and I figured it out, Now, that's just a little backstory. Now take that times, I don't know, 10 years working out in gyms, becoming a trainer, starting to get certifications, right? I go back to that garage where I had that room where it all began. And I said, what if I knock this wall down? And what if I create, a place where I can train myself? And now a strange thing happened at this time because I was trying to make some money. I had people that would actually come. Thanks to Jill, you see her demonstrating some of my ladies' fitness series exercises. So she started telling people about me, and people started coming and training actually at the garage. So now I'm training people at the garage, right? And it's like a mess. I got like a lawnmower over here. I got like things going on over here. I'm like, oh my God. So this is just even more fuel for the fire. I'm saying people are coming here. I'm representing myself. I want to give them the best possible experience, that I can. I mean, these people are driving, coming to my home, and now training with me. So it became very serious. So I'm going to take you through. I hope this didn't run too long for you and I lost your interest, but I'm going to take you through how, step by step, I started building Iron Cross training. And this was, like I said, just a crazy challenge. But what I want to relate this to is, guys, is, the Bible says, this stuff about so as a man thinks in his, heart or something, so he will be, right? So it's saying, as you think, right, so you will be. So if you see yourself as a conqueror over your challenges, right, regardless of how difficult they may be, that's what you're going to be, right? This is true of any, aspect of life. You look at the most successful business, you know, uh, entrepreneurs or whatever you want to talk about, guys that may not know a thing about Jesus, but that law is real. As you believe, it can be. You got to believe it, with all of yourself, though, and you've got to accept the challenges and understand that these challenges are nothing more than opportunities for you to grow and become who you're destined to be. So that's what this thing's about. See, it's not just some nut guy, who loves Jesus and working out, who's putting together a gym. No, it's more about you and seeing that through my example and through my challenges, you can do the exact same thing in your life. Maybe it's not a garage. Maybe it's losing weight, or maybe it's overcoming some kind of, disability, or maybe it's, maybe you want to learn something. Maybe you've been putting something off that, needs to be addressed. So I'm hoping I can shed some light into your life with this series. It was a crazy, crazy time. It pushed me to the limits of my my sanity, you know, and in between all of this, there's a little surprise that happened as far as a health issue that showed up. And I'll get to that one. I'll tell you about that. But for now, let's just get to the beginning of Iron Cross training. All right, guys.